even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays, because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
First down, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 31, Murray finding Williams once more, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
2nd and 10. Now Murray again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. Now come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
And the former Miami Dolphin had a career renaissance in 2019 with Tennessee and carried it over into 2020. A career-high 32 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and those were the fewest he's thrown in a full season. And speaking of full seasons, he played all 16 games for the first time since 2015. He's got to be excited about 2021.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Tannehill. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now, 1st down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. 1st down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. It's Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
First and goal at the 1. Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 22.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Murray with a nice move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He will find the rookie from Purdue. That's Rondale Moore. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And Rondale Moore, a second-round pick from Purdue, only 5'7", 181, may have prevented him from going in the first round. But what a cerebral player, a great competitor, and his run after the catch, as impressive as anyone had in the draft. Nice catch there, picks up the first down.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Draw play. This is Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field, and you're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
Our score after one. Carry now for Derrick Henry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Zaven Collins. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Tannehill now to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Murray going to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. To throw, it's Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Murray now to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Prater on to add the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And that that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 45. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's taken down inside the 30. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Now Murray. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Here's Murray. He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 11 now.
Tannehill. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. I know he wants wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense.
A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult, because defensively you can have a game plan and try to account for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Shotgun now from Murray. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option.
And running with power here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A final shot before half for Murray. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter. First overall pick, Trevor Lawrence with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Willie Snead with 3 touchdown receptions. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that game all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. A big play there.
He was taken down by Julio Jones.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Murray's going to keep it again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. Fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Tannehill. Looking in zone for Jones. Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee. Julio Jones. 37 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Murray now. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Green. 64 yards. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure
open man Green. He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A.J. Green. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays
to his highlight reel, okay? So when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now it's Tannehill. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Murray. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw. Murray.
He'll swing that out to Edmonds.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Edmonds. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From just shy of midfield, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Operating from the gun, Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 2nd down and 4. Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. From the gun, Murray. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cards are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense set to go again. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Marcus Golden coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.